single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. Switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flex. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. Someone tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings. I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it, your thoughts are never everything you want till when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You run the Christ when the breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh, barely my
Okay, Coach, well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Brooklyn Barons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Yellow. All right, lady. Check 53 is mine. You're not ready.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Charlie. 53 is mine. 53. Check 53.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
Let's go!
First down and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Here we go. Set. HC Gator. Come on. Titans Ringo. Titans on the Ringo. Titans on the Ringo. 3 down. 3 down. Five.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Coming this way. Coming this way. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike. Bring it. Bring it. Hey, let's go. 58 to Mike. Squeeze, double. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Drop deep.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
And a Brooklyn first down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. It's complete to Cruz. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call.
Mike 50. Check me out. Mike 50.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Seahawks offense set to begin their next possession. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, get a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Taylor. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Yellow. Mike. Hey, Rimley. Go. 53 to Mike. 53. Check.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
They'll drop to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Wide, get wide.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Yellow. 180. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Motion. Yellow.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes, man open. It's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Check motion. Mike, 53. Mike. Watch the screen.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Hey, we got
Now it's Mahomes again. Open man is QT, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. They're on the march, but facing a third down here.
Yellow. Hey, 57. Hey, General, West. Tighten up. Check.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
And sometimes it doesn't matter how big and strong and powerful you are. The defense is going to win an occasional battle, and they did on that one. Stopped him well short of picking up a first down.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Got it.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
On the ready.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And again this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And given the elements, this might have been what we would have expected, Charles. Scoreless into the second quarter.
The elements have definitely played a part in this game, a big part. And I think that both teams have been a little slow to adjust their playbook and start playing to whatever their strengths are in these conditions.
A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Taylor. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Now, nobody leaked. Big play. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 6. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. They come out here in the I. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Now the try here for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call.
Let's go. Ready? Check 15, check 15. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Looking to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. He'll have a pin. Oh, he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one, and let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Stay in open. Stay in open. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Here we go. Here we go.
Now Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Yellow. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Check 50.
On first down, Taylor. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They come out here in the I. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Now the try here for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A false start backs him up 5. First and 15. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. 58, boys, 58. Hey, Foxtrot. Shoot.
He'll look to throw. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
And 58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll set up a throw. He sets to fire deep. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Let's get it. All right. Check 53's mic. Let's go one more. Motion. 15. Let's get it.
Throwing on second and long. Mahomes got an open man. It's QT. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will be taken at the 10. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Yeah. Who's that?
So we have come to halftime and what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go. On the set. Stand. Go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2nd and 6. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Check the backer. Hey, Delta. Get it.
Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and it's shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Try to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Switch. Attack.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And out across midfield down to the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
He's not going to get me.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Go.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, high 7. 58, boy, 58 is Mike.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to sling this deep down into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Taylor, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Here we go, Switch.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. David Long, the rookie from West Virginia, there defensively. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Exit.
2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Hey, wahoo! 58, come on! 58, come on! I'm coming for you. You mine! Check, sir. Go.
On play action, they'll throw. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 39. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And a catch made by Hopkins. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
25, check 25, check 25.
Taylor. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Brandon, this is clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mahomes. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Hey, Haywood!
Now back to throw. This one caught by Isabella. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
And brings up 2nd down at the 29-yard line.
Yo, go!
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
You draw quarters.
Don't get nervous.
Look, squeeze. Speed grip.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Mack Wilson in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, echo.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. On 1st down, it's Taylor. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Staying on his feet. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
15.
53 is the mic. Check. 50.
Attack.
Coverage. Watch the eye.
Hey, Ripple is. You gotta go.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Well, he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Kiki QT, his first touchdown of the new season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by David Long. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Or has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
53, Mike 53.
The give to Taylor. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Check. 53's Mike.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Bucs on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And a quick throw here. That's complete. A gain of 39 that time. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Forced out to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Buzz.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flush, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Taylor, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A throw out wide to QT, complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half.